What's up, JP?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, it just occurred to me that I forgot to email you yesterday. Like I had an email ready to send to you, and I think I just put it to draft.
I'm sorry, my internet's. I didn't hear that. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that this morning I realized that I never sent you the workout of for today. Like I had it ready, and I think I just put it to draft.
That's all.
But it's been. Hey, Haley. You good? Haley, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Doing well, doing well. We're gonna try out this 10 a.m. exercise, see how it goes.
Bright and early, right?
You outside again today, Haley?
No, I'm in my basement today.
It's a little chilly outside.
Yeah.
Outside is amazing though right now. It's like 77 degrees right now. It's fantastic.
Really?
So it's I lied. It's 54 degrees right now, but I think it's supposed to get up to like 70. It was 72 yesterday. Did you believe that?
Yeah, well, it's pretty warm yesterday. Yeah, it's crazy. I guess that's spring weather right there.
Yeah, for
It'll
real.
be cold. The next day will be warm, and then it'll be cold again.
No tomorrow. Hey, how are you feeling after Monday's workout?
Pretty good. A little sore, but like,
Nothing you can't handle.
no.
Do you think it was fun, or do you think it was kind of weird?
I think it was fun. It didn't really feel like it was a workout.
That's honestly that's. I'm glad that you said that because, I mean, if you think about it, a half hour straight of essentially doing exercises with maybe minimal rest, and if you're more conditioned than others, you don't really need the rest. You can just keep going for a half hour straight. I mean, it's a lot of conditioning, a lot of cardio going on. So people always overlook that, and I do too sometimes. But I love that workout. It's quick, it's easy. You don't have to think. It's 4 exercises. You just do them, and you're done. Where's the rest of your team at?
I don't know.
We're hoping to get more going early today. Come on, you show them what's up.
All right, we'll wait a couple more minutes before we start.
I'm gonna put myself on mute for a quick second. I got to vacuum up some of these leaves in my garage.
All right. All right, Haley. Well, it looks like you're gonna have a person that's training today. um, what we're gonna do is we are going to have sorry for warm up. There's gonna be like 4 exercises, very light stuff, just to get our bodies ready, and then we'll go into the workout. So it's gonna be 20 minutes, as many rounds as possible. All right. So 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys can read this, but it's gonna be 16 jumping jacks, and then we'll go into 6 burpees, and then from there we'll go to 16 alternating jumping lunges, and then we'll go back to 6 burpees. And then we'll do 16 modified fire hydrants. I'll show that to you guys in a second. And then we'll finish with 6 burpees. Once we're done with one round, we'll try to go right away into the second round. And then once we're done with the second round, we'll go to the third round. So as many rounds as we can possibly done in 20 minutes. So right now, the idea is we're going to do it as a team. So we're not going to be, doing this individually and see who's going to beat the person, each other, but we're just gonna go at a steady pace that we can all keep up with. And then once we're done with the first round, we'll get a quick drink of water, move around a little bit, and then we'll go into second round. So it's not going to be as quick as we want it to be, because we want to get it done as a team. All right.
I think you had jump squats on there and not jumping jacks as the first one.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah. Squat jumps. Yeah, you're right. So let's just start with our warm up. And what we're gonna do is just hip abduction to start. So with the hip abduction, just want to lay on one side. And let me know if you guys cannot see me, by the way. All right. And then what you want to do, so you're laying on one side. So I'm right now laying on my right side, which means I'm going to lift my left leg up, and then I'm going to make sure my toes are pointing forward, right in front of me. All right, so as I'm going up, as soon as I feel like my ankle is about to rotate, or my toes are going to start pointing up, that's where I stop, and just come back down. All right, so we're going to do that 20 times. So you just go up, 1, back down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you should start feeling a little bit in your hip muscles. We're at 10 right here. 11. Let's do 12. 13. 14, 15. 16. 17, 18. 19. 20. All right, let's switch. So for me, I'm going to lay on my left side now and into the right side, the right leg. The same thing here, just keep in mind that you want to flex your hip muscles when you come up. All right, so it's not about just lifting your leg up. So flexing that hip muscle. All right, ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up with her. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. So those hips a little bit warmed up. Now we're going to move on to doing push-ups. We're only going to do 10 push-ups. All right. That's 10 of them. We're going to try to do it together once again. So I'm going to try to go at a steady pace here. Here we go. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. All right. This time we're going to stand up. We're just going to do high kicks. So what I mean by high kicks is just simple leg kick, switch leg, kick again. All right. So let's try to do. We're going to do 8 on each side. There's going to be 16 total. All right. Ready? Just leg kicks right here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. All right, last thing that we're going to do for this warm up, we're going to hold the plank, and we're only going to hold the plank for just 15 seconds. All right, just 15 seconds. All right, here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Touching the pads. There's 5 seconds left. And time. Good. All right, get a drink of water. I'll show you the exercises that we're going to do in the actual workout before we start. All right, so when it comes to jumping squats, obviously what we want to do is have your feet about shoulder width apart. You can have your toes pointing out just a little bit, not too far out, just pointing out just a little bit. And then, obviously you want to go down to a squat position, jump up. So as you're jumping up, make sure you control the landing, all right? So I go down, jump up, control the landing, before you go up again, control the landing, go up again. So it's all about making sure you land on your toes first, and then relax your heels. So you're kind of relaxing your ankles when you come down. And when you're coming back up, make sure you push up with your toes at the end. So it's kind of like you're pushing the ground away from you. So always try to push the ground away from you. All right. With that, always make sure that you're not having your chest leaning down. All right. So always keep your chest up as much as you can. Keep your chest looking forward as much as you can. All right. You say something, Edgewood? Oh, here, great music. So when it comes to burpees, we're gonna do a different technique today compared to what we usually do when it comes to burpees. What we want to do with the burpees is a little bit into like a squat position, and then put your hands down. Once you have your hands down, you just want to kick back. So you kick back into like a plank position. Go down, chest down, and then from here, you come up into like a cobra. And what you want to do is just kind of like bring your hips up and try to straighten your legs right away. So from here, I just bring my hips up, straighten my legs, and I come up at once. All right, so once again, just come into like a mini squat position right here. Hands down, kick back, chest down, come back into a cobra position, hips up, straighten your legs. So if we do it all together, it's gonna look something like this. And then you come back up right away. That way we're taking the push-up out of the equation. And what we want to work on is just making sure we just go through the movement. So usually when we do burpees right here, we put too much pressure on our knees, where in this situation here, I'm barely getting into a squat position. So it takes using my knees out of the equation quite a lot. It's because we're doing a lot of burpees today. So the idea is to put too much pressure on any of our joints that we're doing. All right?
Next thing I would suggest, Merrick, what would you suggest as an alternative exercise to burpees? Like I hurt my back yesterday doing leg work.
Okay. So you can just take burpees out of the equation and maybe just do what do you call it? Star jumps. What is star jumps again?
You have squat jumps, so I could do like skater hops or something like that.
You just do squat jumps. So you can do like those star jumps like this.
I think I like.
Am I back now? Can you see me?
No, your video's gone. There we go.
Can you see me now?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, so yeah, so you can just do star jumps right here. That way you're not going down on the floor.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go into the alternating jumping lunges. So the jumping lunges, obviously, we're just in a lunge position, and then we're pushing up, just like as if we're doing jumping squats. You push up, and then in the air, you switch legs, come back down, switch legs, switch legs. So as you're doing that, we're gonna take our time as well. All right. So let's making sure that we control the landing. So I jump up, control the landing before I go back down, and then jump up again, control the landing. All right. We're not gonna push through that one. And then last thing that we're gonna be doing after this burpees is modify 5 hydrants. So what that means is you're gonna be on all fours. So let's say we're starting with our right leg. You're gonna come out into like a 5 hydrant position. So that's position 1. Position 2 is to kick back. And then position 3 is to bring your knee in toward the chest. And then you open up again into 5 hydrants, kick back, bring it in. 5 hydrant, kick back, bring it in. All right. So one of those, obviously, is just one rep. So I go out, kick back, bring it in. That's one right there. Out, kick back, in. That's 2 right there. All right. So you can do it in like a fluid motion instead of having those positions locked in. You can just do a fluid movement. So pretty much you're making a circle with your hip. So right here, trying to just make it into like a one motion. All right. So that one, obviously, is going to work on strengthening the glute muscles, a little bit of the hamstrings, and also a little bit of our hip muscle right there. All right. Any questions before we start?
Are you able to see from Eric?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, I can't. Mine keeps going in and out. I can't see from Eric. Okay. Keep.
But you can hear me.
I can hear you fine. I can't. Your video keeps going in and out. I don't know if it's my internet or your internet, but I can hear you though. Just keep going.
Okay. All right. All right. Are you guys ready to start?
Listen.
Good. So like I said, we're gonna take our time, but at the same time, we'll see if we can do as many rounds as possible. I'm gonna get my timer ready here. Music in the background right here, JC. That's good. All right, 20 minutes, all right? 20 minutes. 20 minutes, we'll just go into stretching for another few minutes. We're gonna start with our 16 jumping squats, all right? 16 jumping squats. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, halfway there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more. 16. Good. All right, here we're gonna go into our burpees. Only going to do something, all right? I'm gonna take a little bit of more time here. Ready? One, go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, so I can't see you. So if you happen to be falling behind, just let us know so we can slow down a little bit.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to go into alternating jumping lunges, 16 of them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3. We're going to 6 burpees. 2, 1, and go. 6 burpees right here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do the 16 modified 500s. 8 on one side, and then we'll switch to another 8 on the other side. 5 seconds. 1, and go. And switch to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. Let's get a quick breather, and then we'll do the last 6 burpees of this round. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and go. 6 burpees. Four. 5. Last one. 6. Well done. We're done with round 1. How you doing?
Good.
Doing all right.
Looks like we did that in 6 minutes. Whew. Let's get a quick drink of water. Move around a little bit, and then we'll go to the second round.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Ready? Ready? Can we do this? The second round. Let's go. All right, so we're doing jumping squats. 16 of them, all right? At a steady pace. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. Well done. Walk a little bit. I'm going to get for our third piece very soon. And go.
Don't pick up the phone. You gotta get something out too. Don't let him in your life.
Last one. Here we go. Once again, ready for alternating jumping lunges. And go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Burpees. One. Now you go. Three. Last one. Last one. Well done. We're going to go into a 5 right now. All right, nice. 5 right now. Keep back from your knee in. Lovely one breath right there. 5 seconds. And go. Good shape. Put your feet pillows right now. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more in this round. 6 burpees. Let's go. Breathing. Control your breathing as well. Control your breathing. Breath. Six burpees. And there we go.
Oh, yeah. How many rounds is that now? Like 22? 23?
You have 8 minutes and 45 seconds left.
How we doing, Haley?
Oh, yeah.
I bet she's doing better than me.
Let's drink of water real quick before we get after the round. Is it a good pace for you? Do you want to go a little faster or a little slower? Ellie, this is a good pace for her.
Let's go a little faster.
A little faster. All right.
Faster. She's trying to kill me. All right, I see what's going on here.
All right, here we go. Take my glasses off. Now we're doing business here. All right, 16 jumping squats. 16 jumping squats. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Go into burpees in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Next one is going to be 16, alternating jumping lunges. 4, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Repeat. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 45. Sorry. Five. And go. 7, 8. Switch. 3, 2, 1. And go. 1, 2, 3, Last one. Down. 3 rounds. In about over 5 minutes. 3 minutes left. Before we start.
Are we back at the beginning with jump squats?
But at this point, we're not gonna finish this round because we only have 3 minutes
Is
left.
this round 4?
Yeah, which is gonna be our 4th round, but we may not finish it because we're only 3 minutes left. How much? How many reps will we put in? We're gonna start with our jumping squats. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 16 of them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Remember, we'll go right into 6 burpees.
And now it's raining outside in Wisconsin.
It's funny here. Here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 6 burpees. For 16, 17, jumping lunges. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14, 15. Doing our last 6 burpees here. So let's put in those last burpees here. 3, 2, and go. 3, halfway there. 2. Last one. Keep this one in mind because at this point, the next few sessions, we'll do this again. Let's see if we can do 2.5 next time, all right? I know maybe we can push a little bit harder. We'll try to get it 4 next time. Sound good, Haley?
Sure.
All right. How are you doing?
A little tired, but this is fun.
Good, good. All right, get a good drink, and we'll go into a bit of stretching right here.
What's next? The modified hip thrusters or hip?
That's what to do. And we can finish it if you guys want.
might as well.
All right, let's do it. Can we go with that?
We have those in the last round of burpees, right? For that round?
Yes. All right, let's do it. All right, so again, we're going to do modify 500s right here. I'm going to start with my right leg. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, make sure you see high. 2, sorry, that's this 4 here. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Man, believe it or not, those the hip flex is going, dude.
Yeah, I can feel those. All right, so last 6 burpees. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. There. 4, 4. Last one right here. Last one. 6. All right. We did 4 rounds.
Nice work. Nice
Try to do
work.
4 rounds in 20 minutes.
That actually worked out perfect because I was able to do 30 jumping jacks for every time you guys did 6 burpees. That worked out perfect on timing.
Yeah. I will keep that in mind. Now, whenever we do this again, people that cannot do burpees, ask them to do those ones.
I mean, yeah, I would have tried them, but I said I threw out my back yesterday, so I was like, I better wait.
Yeah. Let's get a quick drink. We're just stretching a little bit. We use a lot of our leg muscles today. These are glute muscles, hip muscles, quad, hamstrings, and our calves. These are glute muscles. So we use a lot of stuff today. Even with our burpees, even though we try to take out the push-ups, you still get to use your upper body a little bit because you have to catch yourself going down and pushing back down. So I started feeling those a little bit in my back muscles when I was trying to go back down.
Let's see when I hear these burpees here. See if you can show us what your burpee looks like.
I can't see it.
Let's see it.
See me?
Yeah, I can see it now. There we go. All right. I would give that an A. Solid A for sure. Done. Easy peasy.
And you're the one that actually even asked to push us a little more in that 3rd round. So that's good.
We should hire her.
So like I said, so we did 4 rounds today, but we couldn't get it done in 20 minutes. We did about 3.5 rounds today in 20 minutes. So next time we'll try to complete, not next time, but whenever we do this again, we'll try to complete 4 rounds under 20 minutes. That means we'll push ourselves just a little bit in that 1st round. I think 1st round we took a little bit of time. We kind of, that's what hurt us a little bit. But I think 1st round we did like about 6 minutes. And then after that, the next rounds were about 5 minutes. So I think we just lost that minute when it came to finishing with, those 45 We're almost there. All right, so finishers right here to stretch. The first thing we're going to do is the piriformis stretch. So it's the one, let's say you have your left leg down, knees bent a little bit, and then put your right ankle on top of your left quad. And you want to feel it stretch a little bit in your glutes area. hold it there. We're gonna hold everything for 30 seconds. All right, here we go. Just if you're not feeling it, then you wanna push your left knee towards you a little more.
Americ, you want to bring your camera down so you can see it?
Oh, sorry. You guys can see me, huh?
Your ceiling fan looks good, though.
My bad. My bad.
That's a pretty awesome ceiling fan.
All right, let's try this again. So we're gonna have our left knee now. So left knee, right? You're gonna put your right ankle on top of your left knee. You should feel the stretch right there. If you're not feeling that stretch, just move your left knee towards you just a little more, and you'll start feeling it in your glutes. We're gonna hold it for 30 seconds right here. All right? And 3, 2, 1, and go. So whenever you're stretching everything, the first 10 seconds or so, your body is gonna try to tighten a little bit because it doesn't know why you're stretching. So it's gonna try to flex a little bit. So that's why you wanna hold everything for past 10 seconds. That's when the body starts to let it go. Okay, to relax. You wanna make sure you breathe normally as well, so you can kind of relax your body a little more. 5 seconds to go. And we're gonna switch. Here we go, and switch. Now right knee up. Put your left ankle on top of your left knee. Left ankle on top of your right. Same thing right here. Your form is stretch. 3, 2, 1, and go. Do that stretch and glute. Especially when we did modified high irons. That's where I feel that the most.
Hey, Romeric, what would you say is the most common, or one of the most common injuries for athletes?
Most common usually when it comes to our athletes, usually the hamstring. They'll pull a hamstring, for example. They will hurt their ankles quite a lot because we don't quite work on strengthening those ankle that we should. And then obviously the knees are also a big deal as well. So usually the lower body, but I think usually it comes from the fact that we need to strengthen hip muscles, the glutes. And then from there, everything goes down from there. If you don't strengthen this area right here, that's when most people end up hurting their hamstring, for example, because the hamstring is overworked.
Did you do the FMS with us, Haley?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what your results were? What we told you? I can't remember off the top of my head, but
It was like 17 altogether, but I don't remember all.
yeah, I guess I'm not worried about so much the score, but more or less like what the notes were. I can't remember if I did yours or if Romeric did yours, but like I did.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I told you in terms of what things you need to work at specifically?
My stability. That was both my stabilities. I got 1, but my squat, I think I got a 2, and then there was like 1 that I got a 3. I just don't remember what that one was.
Probably hamstring, but the reason why I bring this up is sorry, Romeric, to take away some time here, but the reason why I bring this up is the stretches that he was just having us do. That hip stretch, that's a very easy stretch you can do on your own. And I used to, honestly, and I'll be the first one to say, I used to do it all the time, and I haven't done it in years. And I used to be religious about stretching. I used to do it before I got into bed at night, and I used to do it when I got in bed in the morning. And I've gotten away from it for a very, very long time, and I feel the results of neglecting that. And the point of what Romeric's saying is the most common injury for athletes in general, no matter what sport, is going to be that hamstring, hip area, low back area, which is basically comprised up of your posterior chain. So your posterior chain is your core, your hamstrings, your quads, not really quads, but your hamstrings, glutes, low back, and core. And if you're not really able to stretch that out from your hips, which is where it all starts from, then you're going to have problems everywhere else. And so the hip stretches, the pigeon stretch, the leg over stretch, if you're laying flat on your back, the leg over, those are easy stretches to really get not just the hips, but to stretch out the glutes and the hamstrings all at the same time. So really focus on any workout you do, even if you just go for a run, or even if you're going and doing plyometrics, anything you're doing, focus a little bit of time on the hips every single time you work out. Yep.
Can you guys still see me? I'm sitting on my chair right here. Okay, good. So the same expression we just made right there, you can actually do the same thing sitting on a chair. So like, let's say you're doing your online class, for example, and you're spending a lot of time sitting down. So what you can do is, have the left leg down. Make sure you have a good posture. Usually the good posture, the way you want to have a good posture is raise your arms down, feel that stretch in your back, put your arms down, but keep that posture right there. That's a good posture. And now put your right leg, just cross over, put your right ankle on top of your left knee, good posture, just lean toward your leg. Keep leaning toward your leg once you start feeling the stretch in the glute. And right there, you can hold it for about 30 seconds while you're still, your class, doing whatever you need to do. Hold it right there for a little while. Make sure you will always keep that good posture. And once you're done, obviously, get back to the posture again. So once again, raise your hands and feel that posture, and then put your arms down. That's a good posture right there. You want to keep it. Now left ankle on top of your right knee. Same thing, keep that posture and just lean towards your leg. Do that stretch. The same thing that we just did on the floor, where you can do it as well sitting down. So while you're, watching TV, for example, or taking your class online, you can get that stretch done. All right. So next thing we're going to do, we're going to work a little bit on our hamstring stretch. So the first thing you want to do is just get into a plank position. And from there, you want to put your right ankle right next to your right hand. So it's kind of like you feel that stretch a little bit right there. And then from there, you can just come out. And all you're doing, just going back and forth. So straighten your leg, your right leg, and bend your knee again. Straighten your right leg. And you're just going back and forth, feeling that stretch in your hamstring, in your right hand. These are hamstrings a lot today. So you want to make sure you get allowed a little bit when it comes to stretching, or they will get tight on you in a second. 5 more seconds, and we'll switch. And good. So once again, just get to a plank position. Then you want to put your left ankle right next to your left hand. Do that stretch right there. Once again, we're just going to go back and forth by straightening your left leg. Ready? And go. 30 seconds right here.
My hamstrings are really tight. Real tight, man.
Every time we did those jumps, I was mainly hamstrings right there trying to get us out. And so we're just gonna lay down right here, just be. Let's say I'm gonna lay on my my right side. We're just doing a quad stretch. Bring your left ankle toward you, hold your left hand behind you. And we want to pull back a little bit so you start getting that quad. Hold it there for 15 minutes. Once again, first 10 seconds will be a little bit rough just because your body is trying to prevent you from stretching because it doesn't know why you're stretching. 10 seconds, the more you're doing it, the more your body is going to start to relax. Let you get that stretch a little more in your core. 5 seconds, and make sure you're still breathing. Hold your breath. And time. And then switch. I'll start with my left leg, so I'm going to switch to my right leg. With 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's almost lunchtime here. 11 a.m. I'm starting to kind of think about eating here. What's happening to our butterfly stretch?
I would tell you for that last stretch, a good trick or a good tip to really get higher up on the quad is to do it in 2 stages. So like what Haley, what Romeric was saying is pull the, since you're trying to grab your ankle and pull your heel towards your butt. So I would do that second. The first step of that is I would do it like this, where you're trying to really more or less grab the whole leg from the ankle and kind of bring the whole leg from the hip joint back first. And then once you get back from the leg back from the hip joint, far enough to where you feel stretch in the upper, like hip, lower, like mid quad area, then that's when you pull the your ankle towards your butt. So it looks more like this, where you're trying, I don't know if you guys can see me, but you're trying to, you're trying to pull the leg from the hip joint. So you're grabbing the ankle, but you're trying to bring it back from this joint first. And then once you get back enough to where you feel stretched, then you bring that heel towards the butt. Doing it that way gets the whole quad stretch versus just pulling from the ankle. I've had clients of mine that have done that stretch before, where they've just pulled the foot towards the butt. And they've actually pulled a muscle, like they've actually hurt themselves doing it, closer to their knee. And so it's actually safer and it's more effective. So it's almost like a 2-step process, if that makes sense. Sorry.
Yeah. That makes sense to me, Haley. Sorry.
What's it?
I said it makes sense to me. Haley, that makes sense to you. Okay, all right.
Does that make sense though? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, we're gonna do a butterfly stretch. First one, just sitting.
Oh, I'm terrible at this.
This is my. This is where you can see how I'm not mobile at all in my hips.
Don't you have your soccer guys do this all the time?
We do, but it's just I don't know. It's one of those things where I become better at it. But I need to keep working on it.
Yeah, I haven't done this since probably gym class, my junior year of high school. As you can tell, my range of motion on this is not good. Haley, I'm going to use my excuse that I'm a guy and I can't do this stretch. Does that work?
Sure.
Yes.
Alright, so what I actually usually do is we'll do this. That was a seated butterfly, and now you're just gonna do a laying down butterfly. So same thing, just laying down. Now you wanna feel like your leg with gravity, the leg is starting to pull apart a little bit, going down. Just let them go down as far as they can. They stop. Just hold it right there. Relax. We're doing the same thing for 30 seconds. The thing with this one is it targets different muscles compared to the one where you want to see. All right, back to just sitting down. So you want to have your feet about hip width apart or about shoulder width apart. And all we're doing is just doing hip mobility, rotating. You want to go down to one side, switch, go back to the other side. This one is just to help us to stabilize our hips right here. So the thing with what we just did when it came to jumping up quite a lot with the jumping squats or the alternating jumping lunges is, what I think, JC told you in your FMS, stability. So that includes balance. And whenever we're jumping up and down, as we're getting tired, we forget about that and we start landing on our dominant foot or our, clenching foot. So the more we're doing that, it actually makes our hips to get out of line. So this exercise right here just helps you to stabilize your hips just a little bit, so you don't, end up hurting yourself. We're gonna lay down, and we're actually gonna be doing very similar thing, but this time all you're doing is keep your shoulders on the floor. These are left hands, keep your shoulders on the floor, and I'm gonna have my left leg crossing over to my right side. Try to keep my shoulders on the floor. And I come back and switch. Now the right leg crossing over and back. Just keep doing it. And this is just to try to stabilize our hips. Seconds. And I feel good right now. If I get sore later on.
Yeah, right. Hey, what do you have at home for equipment? Anything?
I have like little weights here and there, and then my dad has like a really, really old bench.
Okay. All right. Have you seen the video on our social media on how to indicate what stuff you have available to you in Volt?
Brittany sent an email to us today about it.
Great. So we're gonna try to implement that stuff into our workouts probably starting next week. So based on who signs up for a workout, see what they've got available to them, and we might be able to add some more creative things to do. I know some of these bodyweight stuff may not be super fun, but we're trying to do the best job we can. But I think now that we found out that Volt has this option to tell us as the trainers what you guys have available to you, now we can make those adjustments. So we're super excited about that.
All right, well done, guys. Good job today. And so we'll meet again on Monday at 10 a.m. I know the basketball team, women's basketball team, they mentioned that Monday at 10 a.m. will be good for them. So we should be expecting a lot of people on Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. We should be expecting a lot of people on Monday morning at 10 a.m., especially from the basketball side. I haven't reached out to softball yet to see how many of you will be here on Monday at 10 a.m. But
I know the softball girls said that so Wednesday next week, Haley will be at 6 p.m. So I'm gonna try an evening one. So if Monday for some reason doesn't work for you, then hopefully we can get you back for the Wednesday one at 6. I know that from what the softball coach said, that she's hoping that all of her girls can make an evening one. So I'm hoping to get all of them for that one on Wednesday. But like I said, hopefully we'll get a chance between now and next week to really go into Volt and see what teams and what people have selected, what weights and stuff they have. And hopefully we can start throwing in some new ideas and new exercises to get you guys a little more out of this starting next week. So that's the hope. But have you done the milk challenge yet? The water challenge? Either one of you guys?
I haven't done it yet. I'm thinking about what I should use.
You gonna do what?
I was gonna hold 2 bats.
Hold 2 bats? How bats?
Oh.
Bats?
Yeah.
Nice. That's fine.
That's keeping his softball style right there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, anything that weighs something, it doesn't have to weigh a ton. Like anything that's around 3-4 pounds, whatever, is completely fine. I was gonna try mine today, and I was gonna try to hold up 2 bricks. I have bricks outside my neighbors. I was gonna hold those up. Those are probably about 2 pounds each. Yeah, just something fun, whatever, nothing crazy. But I'm gonna try to do that and post it today. So let's try to get more than one person. Didn't we only have one person last week do the actual challenge? was the easy one. That was the squat challenge. All I had to do was grab a backpack and do a squat. So
Just find something. Yeah.
but anyways, Haley, as usual, good job. And let's keep it up. Let's keep going.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. You guys have a nice day.
You
You
too.
too.
Thanks.
Bye. That was good, man.
Thanks.
That was good.